I've for the first class, the analysis result, we've declared the initial attributes: total cars, word count, longest count word, which is instead of using null, we've used quotation marks on all of them, just makes things easier. And then reset count, longest word, shortest word, last word. This basically records the word using the information given to calculate analysis results, and any white space is trimmed from either side, and then the word is recorded. The record word method checks if the word is null, removes any white spaces, then stores the word in the last word attribute, increments the word count, checks if the word is the longest so far, and then records it, checks if the word is the shortest so far, so records it, adds the length of the word to the total character count attribute, and that's basically it for that. Then get total cars just returns total cars, returns the word count. That's what get word count method does. Returns reset count. That's what reset count method does. Get rid of this to do. Then get the longest word. That just returns the longest word. Get the shortest word. Returns the shortest word. Get the last word. Returns the last word. Then get average word length. That just gets the average of the total of characters divided by the total amount of words, and then it returns that. And then obviously reset just resets everything back to 0 and quotation marks and stuff like that, so that we can run the test again. Also increments the amount of resets we've done. What it does, as you can see, all the tests are running. This basically creates a dictionary from a file and then checks whether words in another file are in this dictionary. So for this, we use the set, hash set, to make the dictionary, hash set for the unknown words that we're going to find that aren't in the dictionary, and one for the known words. So if I open a new buffered reader, read the next line, and then while the next line is like not anything, while there's something in the next line, we'll trim the right spaces, change the next line to be lowercase using dot lowercase to lowercase, and then we'll add the next line to the dictionary, unless it's an empty line. And then we'll read the next line, obviously. We'll clear the existing words, both in unknown words and known words. Then we'll read the file, read the next word, process all available words, identify whether the word is within the dictionary. If it is, then record it as a known word. Otherwise, record it as an unknown word, as you can see here. At the end, always read the next word. Clear the dictionary. Obviously, that's what this method does. Clears everything in the dictionary. Get the dictionary. That just returns the dictionary. Get known words. This method returns known words. Return unknown words. This gets unknown words. Which it does. On says some working fine. A collection containing each found word, and it's a linked hash map rather than a hash map, so the order is maintained. Perform analysis. First things, we'll clear the words already in the word counts. Select the file to be analyzed. Process all available words. Check if the word is known. If so, increment the occurrence count. Otherwise, add with a count of 1. The count variable will store the length of the word and will then be put as the value next to the word being the key. We'll get the most popular word. So we iterate over each entity within the map, and then if the count is higher than the max, then record the key as the most popular word so far. Then get most popular word count. We'll iterate over each entity within the map, and if the entry value is higher than the max, then we'll record the value as the most popular count so far. Okay, so then the get least popular word, we'll find the least popular word, and then we'll iterate over each entity within the map, and if the entry's value is less than the current minimum, we'll make it the new minimum. And that's how we get that's the logic behind getting the lowest value. Then we'll just return it at the end. And then get least popular word. We'll do the same thing. We'll iterate over each entity, and just if the count is lower than the minimum, then record the key as the most popular word so far. or rather the least popular word so far. I mean, least popular value so far, and then we'll return the value. Then for unique word count, we'll iterate over every entry again and just count everything and return the number of entries within the word count map. Then finally, for get count of, we'll return the number of times a given word appeared and 0 if it never appeared, which is shown here. We'll get if it's null, then return 0. If it's something, then we'll return what that value is. And then got the constructor. We'll check if this works. Which it does. Everything works here. Moving on, go to the character frequency analyzer. Here, this checks, well, analyzes the amount of characters inside a text file. So those are, oh, whoops, that's the tests. So counts the number of unique word occurrences within the text. Word frequency analyzer. First, we create a linked hash map again to maintain the order. Clear everything when performing the analysis first. Select the file to be analyzed, process all available words, then we'll check if the word is known. If so, we'll increment the occurrence count, otherwise we'll add it with a count of 1. The count variable will store the length of the word and will then be put as a value next to the word being the key. Then at the end we'll read the next word and just keep going until the file is gone through. This is the report. Then for the get the most popular word, got two variables, max and word, for this operation. Iterate over each entity, and if the count is higher than the max, then we record the key as the most popular word so far. Then for get the most popular word count, which returns the times the most popular word has appeared, we'll just iterate over every entry again, and then get the value rather than the name of the word. Then we'll return that as the max. Then for least popular word, it's the same logic except the other way around. So we'll iterate over each entity in the map, and then if the value is less than the current lowest, we'll replace that, and then we'll return the word at the end. And then for the minimum value of the least popular word, the count, we'll do the same thing, except instead of returning the name of the word, we'll return the count. We'll return the value. Then for get unique word count, we'll just count all the words inside word counts and return that. And then get count of, which returns the number of times a given word has appeared, and 0 if it never appeared. For this, we just need one line, word counts.get word. If it's not there, then just return 0 because we haven't run it yet. And then word count and get word if it's there, and just return the word. And then the constructor will check if this works. As you can see, it does. Everything works. Then if we run the whole package, as you can see, this is everything that comes up. Everything works, and that's the end. Thank you.